This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jakaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, and Bolchi. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. So be honest with me, is it good? And you're not just joking around, are you? No, I'm not being insecure. I just know, you are the master of teasing whenever it's with me, and I just wanted to make sure that you're telling the truth. Okay, so now that I know that you are telling the truth, can you tell what I changed about it? Oh, come on, you've had my fried fish sandwiches before. That actually is true. I did try pepper jack instead of just American because I feel like it adds a little bit more of a kick to the sandwich that's kind of more needed. I don't know. The fish in itself inherently without the breading and the seasoning is a little bit bland, so I figured the pepper jack would add a little bit of, panache to it. But no, that isn't what I changed. Technically I did change that, but that's not what I was asking about. Okay, so I made a different tartar sauce. Yeah, usually I just get tartar sauce from the store, but this time I decided to, make it from scratch. Did you like it? Well, I know you said you liked the sandwich, but I don't know. I'm pretty confident in my ability to make fried fish. And I know that my buns are great. That came out wrong. I know. The only thing I wasn't sure about was the tartar sauce, basically. It's the only thing that I haven't had an experience at making. So I just want to, check in and see if you liked it. Like that. Even when giving me a compliment, you can't help but tease me, huh? You're lucky that I'm not really a teaser myself, or else I'd be all over you right now. Teasing, I mean. No, you can't tease me when I'm trying to tease you. That's not fair. Stop it. I'm not pouting. No. I'm glad that you liked it. Well, we do have the rest of the day together. That is if you're still not busy and your schedule is as clear as you said it was. Well, if something changed, I don't want to just automatically assume, I want to I guess I have a problem with constantly needing to be sure of things before I move forward with them, and I am working on that. I'm working on that in therapy, so. Anyways, sorry. I'm just a mess right now because I did genuinely invite you over to try the new sandwich. And I wanted your opinion on whether it was good or not. But I definitely, and also we haven't spent the day together in forever, and I know we talk, and we on the phone and we FaceTime almost every other day, but I had a question for you that I guess I wanted to ask in person. Yeah, it's something that's really personal, and it's also kind of a difficult thing for me to talk about. So I had to really, really, really prepare myself, and I had to make sure that I actually invited you over here. Not that the fish sandwich wasn't the first reason, but I had to make sure that I invited you over here so I couldn't just back out of it or hang up or be too embarrassed. Because I know you won't let that happen while I'm here or while you're with me. No, I don't think it. I think we should still be able to enjoy the rest of our day after this question. But if you ever feel uncomfortable about the question and you want to stop after I ask it and stuff, that's also fine. Okay. I wanted to ask you about love. No, goofball. Of course, I know what love is. I know, like, the basic definition, and all the stuff you see in media. And please don't make fun of me. I know I probably sound like I'm some like 10, 11-year-old talking to their parents, but this is a very meaningful conversation to me. Okay. No, I know you wouldn't. I wanted to set the precedent that maybe this isn't time for teasing. Okay. The question that I really had to ask is, how do you know when you're in love? Well, my folks aren't particularly open about talking about that type of stuff with me, especially since the divorce. Usually when I ask them, it just ends up in them ranting and raving about how bad relationships are and never give your soul over to another person, and that's not really helping my circumstance. And you're the closest person I have other than my parents. And you've also, I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase it. You've had a lot of relationships yourself, so I figured you'd be more well-versed on the subject than anybody else I could talk to. Oh, that is surprising. No, it's just that whenever you were in the relationships, you always, well, from the conversations that we had, sounded very attached to them, to the point that I would have said love. I guess you never actually said you were in love with them to me personally, but I guess that's what I extracted from those conversations. So I'm sorry that I didn't read that properly. So but I still, you've had more romantic encounters than me, and I guess and you've always been a romantic at heart, so I Oh, come on. Do you remember that week where When Harry Met Sally was playing in theaters again for its anniversary, and we went every single day? We went 7 days in a row to see When Harry Met Sally. You can't look me in the eyes and tell me that you're not a hopeless romantic. Okay. So as I was saying, um, what, yeah, okay. Okay, go ahead. Sure. Ask me whatever. I came into this conversation wanting to, talk to you about it and figure out what love is. So, um, uh, no, I just thought maybe you would have eased into it a little bit more, but that is a very valid question. And yeah, I think I again, I don't exactly know what love is because I've never experienced it before, but I think I might be falling in love with somebody. Listen, if it makes you uncomfortable and you're not willing to have this conversation, that's totally fine. I don't want to upset you. I don't know why it would upset you, but yeah, no, I know the answer to that. I whenever I think about them, I it's usually sometime during the day and I'll just kind of drift off into a world that I've created for the two of us. So we'll be like, I have lots of fantasies. No, hey, get that smirk off your face. Not like that at all. I have lots of fantasies about like our future together, what type of house we're going to get for our first house, what our honeymoon is going to look like, what our wedding is going to look like, what our kids could possibly look like. Yeah, no, I know. I was pretty like staunchly anti kid for a while, but ever since I've been opening up my feelings towards this person, I I know they would be the best parent of all time, and I wouldn't, if I was to be with them, I would never want to deprive them of that opportunity, you know? Oh, I there's so many things to like about them. I guess they're super charismatic. For someone who's not that at all and can have a bit of a problem speaking up in certain circumstances. They're kind of just my perfect counter in that way. They've helped me loosen up in social situations a lot and helped me come out of my shell, I guess, to the point where I can. And they kind of have this more rough exterior. No, like less accessible, I guess is the right word for it. But when they get close to people, they're really open and honest about how they're feeling, and it's that kind of vulnerability is really admirable, especially because that's something I value because I'm the same way, and they are the most beautiful thing to ever exist, actually. Hey, okay. I appreciate the feedback. I now know that I am in love with this person, but there's no need to be short with me. I'm sorry. I came to you for genuine advice. I don't know why. Okay. Before you keep getting upset with me and say something that you might not feel proud of or happy saying, can I tell you who it is? Okay, all right. Usually I'm the one who's not really good at taking hints, but I need you to look me in the eyes right now and say, and let me tell you, don't run away from this because based on your reaction, I promise it'll end up better than you think it will. And yeah, there we go. The light bulb is on. No, it's not. It's not that. Don't worry about it. I promise I wasn't teasing you. I up until this exact moment, I had no idea if you possibly could have felt the same way about me. But as soon as I got the sense of that, I wanted to make sure that I diffused the conversation in the most efficient and effective way possible. So yeah, it is you, dummy. I think I love you. I mean, if your criteria and your perception is correct, then I do love you. And I think I do love you. And I just kind of wanted the person perspective that I value most. Yeah, that is also you. I don't care about all that. I know you have more experience than me. And I know that we're basically polar opposites. But, I mean, there's a reason that saying is out there, right? All I know is that I like you as more than a friend. And I love you as more than a friend. And if the amount of vitriol in your voice is any indicator, I think you might feel the same way about me. Although it is very cute to hear you stuttering and stumbling like I usually do. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a page out of your playbook and ask, or actually just demand, as you usually do. Shut up and kiss me, dork. Yeah. Well, if I didn't know from our conversation, I know now. And I'm not rushing you. You don't have to feel the same way as. Well, I won't oppose if you love me too, but I was just trying to say if you don't feel the same way, that's also okay. But if you do feel the same way, maybe I'm the happiest guy in the entire world. So, this conversation segues perfectly into my next request. Since we have the rest of the day together, how about we make this our first date? Yeah, you can choose whatever you want. Anything. I will follow you anywhere. At your service. Okay, except for that. Come on, you know I suck at rollerblading or roller skating or anything like that. I always fall down. I'm so big, it's like, geez, Louise, dude, you'd think you'd be at least a little more coordinated than you are. You, no, you know what? First date, let's go. Yeah, no, it's fine. But I will warn you that if I fall, I'm taking you down with me, all right? You know, you're really cute when you blush, right? Really, really